Action Comics 965, written by Dan Jurgens and art by Steven Segovia. I really liked this issue.
Me
I
too.
had a lot of fun
Same.
with this, and I think for me, Action Comics is even. I would say the plot's still not exactly the greatest thing ever, but what it is doing is that it's doing some proper character stuff that nowhere else is really doing for certain characters, and it's building up the world. And given the ending as well, it's also doing a really good job of staying connected to the rest of the world.
I think all the super books at the minute right
Yeah.
now, with the exception of maybe Supergirl.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of
because
everything
she's a
else
national
feels-
city.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
others
but
feel like
All
nah,
the
this is one
Metropolis
thing.
books. Yeah.
yeah.
But
And
yeah, it's building that world. Like it's reestablishing Metropolis,
Yeah.
which is cool.
So we have Lois go to the Daily Planet, and she interacts with people in hopes that they don't notice that she's like 10, 15 years older, and whatever.
Oh, the Steve Lombard stuff just cracked me up.
It's exactly what you
The-
expect from him.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Jackie, the lady that Lois is like, okay, I recognize Jimmy, but this other lady I don't know.
yeah,
And then she's like, great way to start the day, Lombard, with an HR thing. So
yeah.
that
No,
guy-
all that stuff was good fun, and her interacting with Perry as well, and how that conversation went, and her being surprised that Lex gave a different answer than she would expect because it's not her Lex, like
Yeah.
this is what's getting me, right? We know that they're not as what they appear,
Well,
right?
it's worth that you bring that up because the reason why
Yeah.
Lois is even there is because she's having dreams of like other Lois,
The other Lois.
or whatever, like other Lois's laptop, and combined with a note that she got from her before she died, she's like, it's like, is this the memories of other Lois starting to like merge with her? Is that what's happening here? Like, is that why she
Yeah.
knows to go to this laptop? Is this why she's getting these dreams?
It's really interesting. And does that mean
Yeah.
that Clark will get the other memories?
But he can't because Clark's Clark, as far as we know.
No, but
You know what I mean?
is new
No, but
Clark?
as in-
Yeah, but is new
Yeah.
Clark New 52 Superman though? I mean,
That's the whole thing, we
we
don't
don't know.
know.
Yeah, we don't know that.
right?
So new
But,
Clark could be
Like, we
separate.
don't have another Lois Lane popping up and being like, "Oh, all of this never happened."
Yeah, new Clark
know?
could be completely separate from all this. New Clark could
Yeah.
have a completely different explanation.
Ignore
That's
New
what-
Clark for a second. I just meant like how this Lois is getting New 52 Lois's memories.
Right.
Would our
But if-
new Superman get the New 52 Clark's memories?
But that's what I'm saying. If they did that, like even down the line, then it's gonna establish, like, it's gonna kill the mystery of New Clark. You know what
Is
I
it?
mean?
Because I feel like it's a completely separate thing already anyway.
No,
So-
because if she's getting the memories right because Lois died as Superwoman, and maybe that's what's starting it up. Then if Clark, that means that Clark, this new Clark right now, isn't New 52 Superman.
Well, they're going to
At
have to
all,
answer
like-
that eventually.
Yeah, that's
Right,
gotta
but
be
if they do
answered.
it now, then they're going to give it away. Like if they do it within the next couple issues,
Well, we're
like
not.
Clark starts getting the memories.
Yeah, we're not saying it's going to happen right now. We're just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like it was upcoming as part of the story.
Oh,
No,
no,
no.
just meant at some
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yeah, that'll be how they answer that. Probably is they'll confirm that it's
Yeah.
not just New 52 reincarnated. It's another thing.
Gotcha.
Whatever it is.
I thought you were saying like that's going to be the next step in this was Clark's going to somehow end up with the memories or.
Like maybe
Right.
it'll take Clark longer because he's not human, or maybe it will never happen because he's
Yeah.
not human. I don't know. Like I'm just.
Right.
But
But yeah, it's laying some more foundation of this because she is 10 years older, right, than before, and it just she keeps talking about her Lex and how everything's different. So like if they've just been removed from the time stream and that 10 years has altered everything, is that still her Lex just with time removed, or is this a completely different like reality of Lex?
no,
like,
well,
I think
given our
that's a bigger rebirth question that we'll have to
Yeah.
wait for.
And they're adding it in like dialogue boxes.
Mm.
That they're not making big huge deals out of it, and I like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, given our current theory, I would argue that it is her Lex. It's just that he's not developed to the point that she knew him at yet.
Right.
That
That-
would-
that's what I would go with right now.
Yeah.
But they could throw that whole curveball that she's just displaced in a weird Morrison frequency, and that's why nothing's adding up. And I'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know?
I really like that we see her as well, but they mention Kathy. Like John's inside, watched playing video games with Kathy, So I like that they're
Yep.
building her up as well a little bit, just in the background.
He wants ice cream and hates school, so
Yeah.
we know he's a 10-year-old.
Oh dear.
They've got to make a way to contrast him from Damien somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like school, but you're so good at school. Yeah, but it's school. Like, that's the most 10-year-old answer ever. You know? He's trying to be cool in front of Kathy. That's how I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
how I read that too. He,
Yeah.
no, but I just like that. Again, it's part of everything being connected, and like Kathy's around, like she's part of his home life, so it makes sense that we'll occasionally see
Yeah.
her pop up in this and maybe Super Sons when we get there. You know?
Yeah. And,
Oh man,
it's-
Damien's going to try and flirt with her. Oh man, it's going to be great.
That, or he's going to
then-
try and kill her.
Or that.
well, but I also liked where Superman shows up from doing his investigation into Clark and is telling Lois all of his stuff, and it didn't feel quite like an exposition dump. And I liked the imagery of him flying her around, like just as the old school Superman fan I am, like that felt nice.
So the badass cliffhanger, which I did not see coming, but it makes complete sense, is that Lois eventually realizes that she has to go for a laptop, which is at New 52, Lois's home. So she goes there to retrieve it, but there's someone there waiting for her. Lana Lang, Superwoman, is there, and she's like, "You're an imposter. If you want to replace her, you're going to have to deal with me." And I like that. This makes complete sense. Of course she would care, and of course she'd be bothered by this. This makes total sense, and it means we're getting Superwoman in the next issue as well. So
Yep,
that's awesome.
Science
and that's
stuff.
good. And it's not so action just isn't another Superman book. It's like a Superman supporting cast book too.
Well, yeah,
It
because I mean,
does
this
feel like a super family book
Yeah,
in
'cause-
general.
this was a Lois issue. Superman was
Yep.
there for a scene, sure, but this was a Lois issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's I really liked it. It was good. This is
Did you guys get this physically or did you get it digitally?
digital.
Digitally.
Okay, because I made sure to pick up the Gary Frank cover just because it's
Mm,
Gary
it's
Frank
nice.
the Superman. So
Oh,
yeah, it looks great in person.
Can't go
But,
wrong with the
yeah.
Gary Frank cover. Let's be honest.
No, that's true. But this one just nails everything about Lois that I love. Is she storming out, and
Yeah.
also the Perry White stuff I thought was great too. Yeah, in here. So
Yeah.
it's a solid issue.
Oh, and it'll be interesting to see if the next issue is mostly just old Lois and Lana, like dealing with stuff, and maybe this
Well,
is how,
because
and maybe this is how
go ahead.
Lana will get some sort of closure by talking to this
So-
Lois. And she's
I was
already
gonna
met,
say, because
and she's already met the Superman, so she knows that like she's already
something's
got
off.
part of the puzzle. She already has part of it, so she shouldn't take too long to believe her or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
good.